Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. If you're not already with the LFR family, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right there, Jack. Hit that thing. What's going on, Lisa Marie? Hit that thing. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Also, the only price of admission for my live streams is to simply hit the like button. And if you're feeling extra generous, consider hitting the share button and sharing this video on Facebook, inside of Facebook groups, LinkedIn, Reddit, and X. And make sure you tag me. Shout out to all of my blues. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. I told y'all I had another live stream in me, didn't I? I said that. No diddy. But guess what? All right, so check this out. Real quick. Barack Obama has been tapped on the shoulder to put on his Superman cape and fly around the world to Black communities and tell us that it's our obligation as Black men to back Kamala Harris. That's what he's saying right now. He's saying that the enthusiasm is down and we really don't have the same power that we once had. And I'm not even going to tell you what he said. I'm going to let you hear it from himself. I mean, straight from the horse's mouth. But the Democrats are panicking right now. They're trying to put Barack out there. Trying to put Bill Clinton out there. They trying to put Parliament Funkadelic out there. They trying to put whoever out there that they think can move the needle. Because right now, Kamala's not doing a good job. She couldn't do it on The View, softball. She couldn't do it on Stephen Colbert, softball. She couldn't do it on CBS, ABC, none of that. None of it. They tried to help her out. She tried a women's sex podcast. She couldn't do it on that. She tried it on Howard Stern. She couldn't do it on that. She's running out of options. So now they had to go get the big dog. And just to let y'all know, man, I voted for Barack Obama twice. And after his first time as president, after his first 4 years, I actually changed my voting registration from Democrat to Republican because I didn't like how he governed. But I was taught to vote blue no matter who my entire life. So I was just doing it. I don't know if I was going to make him upset by voting Republican. I mean, by changing to Republican or something like that. I was trying to be a Trojan horse or something. I didn't know what I was doing. But guess what I'm doing this year? Yeah, let's go ahead and play this right here. This is Barack Obama letting people know, letting Black people know, specifically Black men specifically know that we are obligated to back Kamala Harris. And if you are a Black man, that's the word on the street now. You are obligated to vote for Kamala Harris.
Communities is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now,
why do you think that is, Barack Obama? Huh? Haven't seen the same electricity and turnout as when you was running, and you wonder why? The last 3.5 years has been abysmal. Like, it's been bad, bro. You've been paying attention, right? Okay, let me be quiet. Let me just get back to it. Black men, is your obligation to vote for Harris.
I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all right and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences.
That means a person of color. You have someone who grew up like you, went to school with you, understand how bad it is to be Black. Understand that we need to put on lotion or we're gonna get ashy. Who knows that if we get our hair wet, is going to automatically get nappy. Someone who knows that it's okay for you to be outside in the sun for a little longer than the other people that don't have as much melanin in their skin. Someone that knows this. That's who we want to vote for. But then on the other hand, we got this other guy who was the president and just so happened to be a better president than I was. Come on. The writing's on the wall. Kamala. Everybody know that. The writing's on the wall. Oh my gracious, bro. Writing's on the wall.
He said to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land.
Barack Obama don't even believe himself. Usually he's very upbeat and he will actually have something of substance to say. This brother ain't saying anything. He's just going around on a world tour telling black men that it's your obligation to vote for her because you look like her. Because she went to a HBCU just like you. Donald Trump ain't going to no HBCU. Why are you voting for somebody that didn't go to a HBCU? Huh? Donald Trump got a white wife. Kamala, she got a white husband. Now, wouldn't you rather trust somebody with a white husband over somebody with a white wife? I mean, the writing's on the wall. I don't see what the problem is. All right, so Barack Obama is on this world tour, man. Everybody is talking about it. It's all over. It's all over X right now. Everybody's talking about it. Here's the lady that he's capping for, trying to make sure everybody vote for.
Have you know empathy, man?
Have you know empathy, man? Have you know purpose, man? Have you know coconut trees? Have you know what can be unburdened by what has been, man? Have you know, Have you know Jamaican beef patties? Huh? Have you know curry goat? Have you know jerk chicken in rice and peas, man? Have you know bobsled, man? Have you know, man? Booyaka, booyaka. She's faking in a damn $3 bill, bro. She is faking in a $3 bill. She's fake as hell. She is fake as hell. All right, so here are the Democrats losing their sugar honey iced tea because they don't know what to do. And I wouldn't know what to do either if I was them. But here you go. These are the people trying to push her across the finish line.
There probably isn't another human being on the planet right now capable of providing more of an electric jolt to the Democrats' most winning coalition than President Barack Obama.
Barack Obama really has become the country's chief explainer in chief, the person who wants to explain the moment we're in, the position we are, the stakes.
He's obviously one of the best, if not the best, orators in politics that we've seen in many years.
Barack is here to mansplain Harris to the country. You know, when the young lady says holistic, what she really means is here he was just moments ago.
This election's going to be tight because there are a lot of Americans who are still struggling out there. So I get it, why people are looking to shake things up. I mean, I am the hopey changey guy. So I understand people feeling frustrated and feeling we can do better. What I cannot understand is why anybody would think that Donald Trump will shake things up in a way that is good for you.
Are you kidding me, bro? Have you not been paying attention to the last 3.5 years, man? Have you not been paying attention to the last 3.5 years, man? When Kamala had, okay, I'm horrible with voices. I'm horrible with voices. I need to practice in private so that I can do this in public. Barack is full of sugar and honey iced tea right now.
He just said America's struggling and wants change from the Biden-Harris administration. And Harris just said she doesn't represent change. They don't have it this time, guys. Obama once said Kamala Harris was the best-looking attorney general in the country. He said, she's been making me crazy. Can he push his crush over the finish line? Feels like it's too late. Everyone knows Kamala Harris is Joe Biden.
If anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
After she said that, she went on Colbert and somehow made it worse.
Somebody call in the slap midget, please. Huh? Yeah, please. Call in slap midget. We need to slap midget right now, please. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, we on the second floor. Stephen Colbert show. Uh-huh. Yeah, just send them on out. It's okay. It's all right. They already been approved. All right. No, don't worry about it. I don't care if they white or black. We just need a slap midget. Just send out the slap midget. When you think about the significance of time, that's the story she was about to tell. But then she got mixed up and said, wow, I forgot what he asked me. Let me just go ahead and put out some mumbo jumbo right quick so I can go ahead and usually when I pull out my mumbo jumbo, they stop asking me questions and they just disappear. It's like a superpower of mine. Like I start speaking mumbo jumbo and then I open my eyes and the interviewers are gone.
Oh my God. Kamala has had 2 months to come up with an answer to one question. Who are you? The best she could do is I'm not Joe Biden and I'm not Donald Trump. That's it. The core question of this election is, how is Kamala different than Joe? They staged a coup because Joe is Joe and he couldn't win. You can't say you're the same guy. She just said, I do all of these things that this terrible guy did, the same stuff.
Her only difference is she got titties. And you know what? I would back her more if she just say that. Just say that. You want to know the difference? You really want to know the difference between me and Biden? Do you really want to know the difference between me and Biden? Matter of fact, I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to show you the difference right here. I'm going to show you right here on public TV. I ain't afraid. I'm about to whip these bad boys out. You want to see the difference? I show you the difference. You don't even want to know the difference. Because I got titties. And Biden don't. Next question.
The guy that was so terrible we cooed him, but I'm totally different from him. But I can't put my finger on how. Kamala just went on television and said she's running for president because she's not Trump or Biden. I mean, we can go out on the street right here and pick anyone, and they have the same qualifications. CNN's not even convinced.
Vice President Harris has been asked repeatedly how she's different than President Biden, and some people think she's been tripped up by answering that. How do you think she is different than President Biden?
Well, first of all, whatever the differences is between them, it's not nearly as vast as the difference between her and Donald Trump. She's obviously a woman. She is a woman of color, and she is of a new generation.
These are two gentlemen. These are two gentlemen, professionals, two professionals who work for CNN, who do not know the difference between Kamala. This and Biden. You know, this brother said, yeah, I don't know the difference, but I tell you one difference. She's certainly not Trump. And she's black, and she wear heels, and she got titties. Did I say anything about that? Yes, I did. High five, brother. Am I right? Am I right? She do got titties. These dudes work for CNN, bro. Their job is to cover and to cover the left even more than the right. They supposed to know what she brings to the table. They supposed to have a sheet in front of them, a teleprompter or something. How come he can't even answer? I don't know the difference, but I do know she's different from Trump. Come on, bro.
Kamala's not Joe Biden because she's younger, black, and wears high heels. That's the best Democrats can do. He's a surrogate for the Harris campaign, and the only difference he can point out are biological. They can't answer the question because she's not different than Biden. She's just a machine politician that supported party bosses to get promoted. And she's been promoted all the way to the top. And she's still loyal to the party boss because she doesn't know any better. It's the only thing she knows that works. Blind loyalty.
And cocaine.
She's never had to do anything on her own. She's only had to say yes to get ahead. She's no different than Joe. They're just branding her differently. The Democrats spent $1 billion on Turn the Page, A New Direction, millions of dollars on commercials, signs, T-shirts, and she just lit it on fire. They say MAGA's a cult. What do you call this? She can't think of one thing she'd do differently than Joe Biden. Not Afghanistan, spending, the border. I can think of.
Well, she shouldn't have to. I mean, because if she's been able to get this far without having to explain herself or do anything differently, why should she change it up now? Why should she? I mean, I don't get it. No, here she go right here with her new man. Yeah, man, the border man. Come on, man. My internet is interneting. Come on now. My internet is interneting. Huh? Hold on one second. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
You send her in to do the View.
Hold on one second. There's one other thing that I didn't want to see her drinking beers.
Well, Trump's just doing his thing. He went on a podcast with a bunch of comedians, and here's what he said about Biden.
Now, what Trump is about to say about Biden is absolutely hilarious. And this dude he's a straight up comedian, bro. He's a straight up comedian. And he's not even trying. He's comfortable. He's having a good time. And he's just doing this thing. Hey, man, you watch for yourself.
He has one ability I don't have.
Yeah.
He sleeps. He can sleep. This guy goes on a beach and he lays down on one of those, 6 ounce, they weigh 6 ounces and he can't lift it.
Thank you, Doc.
And somebody convinced him he looks good in a bathing suit. And when you're 82, typically bathing suits aren't going to make you look great. You're not going to be enhanced. Yeah. All right. It's just one of those things. I can't be sure about that, but typically,
depends what he's packing. He could.
I don't know what the hell he's packing, but I don't want to, and I don't want to know either. I don't know.
Now, what makes Trump interesting is that he's unpredictable. Kamala, you could see what's coming a mile away.
I do a thing called a weave, and there are those that are fair that say this guy is so genius. And then others would say, oh, he rambled. I don't ramble. If I start a story, what you do is you weave things and you do it. You have to have certain things. You need an extraordinary memory because you have to come back to where you started.
Yes.
You always, a weave is only good
They
if
don't
you
give you
come
credit
back.
for that.
Yeah, it's true.
You could go all the way over here and then
I
get
can
back.
go so far here or there. And I can come back to exactly where I started. Now, someday when you don't come back to where you started,
You're Biden.
then you say,
Now, what he's saying right now is absolutely the truth. When you become a great communicator, and I'm nowhere near that yet, but I'm working on it. One day I will. I'm putting up my reps right now, and I thank you guys. I'm so grateful that you all will give me the opportunity to practice on you. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Now, these new polls are coming out, and they are all moving in the favor of Donald J. Trump. Sorry, Kamala. Sorry, Obama. I'm sorry, Obama. I don't want to get beat. I'm sorry, Obama. But everything is moving in Donald Trump's favor right now. But he's absolutely telling the truth. When you are telling the story or when you're speaking and you veer off a bit, and you touch other points, so you go to tell a story, you need to understand how to get back to where you were, even while telling that story. So you might throw in something that will bridge the gap back to that point. But in order to do that, you got to have a nice memory. You got to be pretty intelligent to do so. And that's something that Trump can do for hours. So that's why it blows my mind, not only when Democrats, but when anybody try to act like Trump is stupid. You don't really understand what it takes to communicate the way that he does, especially at the age he's doing it. Understand that as well. All right, so here are the new numbers, guys.
Trump now ahead in Pennsylvania, Michigan. He only needs to win one of those. And then that's all she wrote.
Projection, my bad.
He's a favorite in the betting markets and has the momentum. It's close, don't get me wrong, but you'd rather be Trump than Kamala right now. His internal numbers must be really good because he's making a play for Virginia, Minnesota, New Jersey, and I don't even think this is possible. I shouldn't even say it, but he said it. Even New York.
We just rented Madison Square Garden. We're going to make a play. We're going to make a play for New York. Hasn't been done in a long time. It hasn't been done in many decades.
And for that, I bid you adieu. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Thank you to my super chatters. Y'all are dope. Thank you to all of my moderators. Y'all are phenomenal. And if you haven't hit the like button before you, when you came in to watch the video, please hit the like button now. That's the only price of admission for my videos. This is just practice. I'm a novice at this, but when I become a pro, I hope you're still with me and you're part of the LFR family to see what's going to happen on this channel when we start doing amazing things and we start interviewing Donald Trump and people like that on this show. I would love for you to be here, but if you're not going to be here, that's cool too. All right. But make sure you hit the like button and make sure you never ask Kamala to look at her titties.